Well, good afternoon and welcome to Seattle's Eastside Real Estate Podcast. I'm your host, Dan Edwards, managing broker of the Eastside Real Estate team. This podcast is your source, your go-to source for all things related to living, working, eating, playing. I don't care, playing hopscotch, golf, whatever you want to do on the East Side. It is Wednesday, March 8th, and we are live on Facebook and YouTube. Feel free to smash the like or subscribe down below. I think it's over here. Yeah, right there. And if you are not, if you're listening to this on one of our podcasts, please review our podcast and share it with your friends. Subscribe. We hope that the content here is something that you enjoy and that brings great information about a lot of things. Today, we're going to have Tucker Maxwell of Guild Mortgage Company and Evan Amundsen of Heartland Payroll and HR Services. But of course, our first segment is all about our Real Talk segment here. We're going to talk about the difference in this market and what is required for a professional helping you out. It really comes down to ensuring that your real estate professional is an expert. So, when it comes to buying or selling a house, there are a lot of things that can be put just on automation, I guess is the one way, which is searching for homes, right? When you're a buyer and you're looking for homes, you go into a website. Hopefully, it's the Eastside Real Estate Team's website. You put a little criteria, and then it automatically sends you properties. Now, that's not necessarily an expert approach, but the expert approach is the next step. Is when you send your real estate professional as a buyer some information on a property, what's not listed that they need to know, right? So an expert really knows, point number one, an expert really knows the market and they know the market trends. So it's important that when interviewing an agent, you ask them how long and are they doing this part-time or full-time? And then also look into the content that they publish, right? What kind of content are they putting out about the market trends? Are they in the know? I myself, as when I'm helping a buyer, the intangibles that I'm looking for are some of the community related stuff. And some of that community related stuff may be what's coming down the road. For example, a home that was recently sold, they had a new development going on behind. And that's not something that's it's not overtly obvious. There are public places for finding this information, but you want to make sure you have an expert that knows how to look for that to ensure, and generally it's somebody that's been in that community for a while. All right, so making sure that they're experts means they know what's going on with the market, they know what's going on with the trends. Another thing is a local professional knows how to set the price right. Now, yes, there's some automation to that too, right? We've heard of websites called Zillow, and those websites provide insight into what a home's value is worth. And when a seller asks me what I think of that price, I say, yeah, it's pretty good within about 25% margin of error. Now, 25% margin of error is huge, right? So what you need is not just what the statistics tell you, but also what the market is doing in order to ensure that if you price a home properly, it's going to garner enough attention. So it's not just about analytics, it's about how the analytics come together with consumer sentiment. Currently, what's happening in that city, town, or county. So there's a lot of those things. So that's a local professional knows how to set the price right. A real estate advisor helps maximize you as a seller, the pool of buyers. Now, how do they do that? Well, oftentimes we, as seasoned agents like myself and our team, we'll have a pool of buyers that we have been in contact with for many, many years. It's not the same thing as who is currently looking. So if you can draw a circle, there's a small circle of people that are actively, let's see the illustration, actively looking for your home, right? These people are pre-approved and they're looking. But there's a larger circle of people that if the right home comes on the market, they may be interested. And that's the concentric circle that requires somebody that has experience and expertise. Because I have people that are not pre-approved. Obviously, you would get them pre-approved before they put an offer on your house, but that said, if this perfect home comes on. So we've built a database in the back end for us of what that specific criteria is. And I have a database of about 6,000 potential buyers where I know exactly, I can type in exactly what they were looking for and bring up a list that would be possible buyers for a home. Number 4, real estate expert. They're going to read and understand the fine print. Now, I have to say right now, with the way financing is going, you can receive a pre-approval letter today in 2.5 weeks. That buyer may not qualify for that same pre-approval letter. Why is that? Interest rates are fluctuating rather volatile. Yeah, that's not the right word. The bond market's rather volatile, and so interest rates are fluctuating quite a bit, causing some people that qualify today but don't qualify tomorrow. So an expert is going to be able to get in there and understand that we need to look, what's the date on that pre-approval letter? Do they have a current one? And then lastly, somebody that's an experienced expert in real estate is a negotiator. Now, here's the thing: is everybody negotiates. Everybody negotiates all the time, right? My kids negotiate for an allowance. I negotiate for a date night with my wife, right? So all of those things are important skills, but real estate agents that have been doing this for a long time not only know what tools they're using, the fine print, et cetera, what's going on in the market, but also know how to develop win-win solutions. See, a lot of people think an expert negotiator is about win-lose. That's not true. A win-lose negotiation doesn't really help anyone. It, of course, can benefit one individual, but that's not the spirit of a good negotiator. A good negotiator plans for an outcome for all parties and seeks to keep that outcome going. I pride myself in enjoying the art of negotiation, especially winning, all the while getting what my client needs and making sure that whether the buyer or seller on the other side wins. So this market right now is a market for experts. If you are thinking of buying or selling or investing in real estate, you need an expert on your side. The reason why we did this post in this podcast was to share with you how we can help anybody in any kind of market. However, in this market, you want an expert. So we hope you give us a call. We hope we can help you out, find your next home, whether it's upsizing, downsizing, moving out of the area, moving into the area. The Eastside Real Estate Team is here to help. So I hope you enjoyed that Real Talk segment. It was a lot. So we're going to, like always, we're going to visit with our good friend Tucker Maxwell right after this short commercial break.